What up? What up? What up? What's up, man? Once again, it's your boy Big Tight coming back through here early in the morning, y'all. Um, Playoffs. It is playoff time. Playoffs. Playoffs. We talking about playoffs? Yes, sir. Playoffs is ready. The matchups are set. We got 3 good games on Saturday. We got 2 good games coming up Sunday, and we got the big game with Minnesota coming on Monday night. It's always good when they get playoff time, y'all. Get all the screw up teams out the way that ain't going nowhere, and get these playoffs started, man. We're gonna talk about the matchups. I'm gonna give my predictions on these games, and we're gonna also discuss who you think going to the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna get a little bit into the NFL news, man. There's some coaches already got put on the chopping block. Some coaches got put on the chopping block already, got fired. We're also gonna have a little fun, y'all, with the stats and stuff. We're gonna go through the top 5 passers on the season. We're gonna go through the top 5 rushers, top 5 receivers as far as their passing stats. We're gonna go through the top 5 pass rushers as far as sack leaders. So we're gonna have a little fun with that today. A little fun fact with all of that. So let's do it, y'all. We're gonna first thing we're gonna get into, y'all, and y'all know how I do my picks. When I do my picks, y'all know I'm gonna go over my picks from last week. I'll let you know how I did last week, and then I'm gonna get into my picks for this wild card playoff weekend. And last week, y'all, I ain't do all that good on my picks last week. It was teams. Then some teams didn't play the starters and stuff. So it was a couple of it was a couple of wins that teams won that they probably wouldn't have won if all the starters were playing. But hey, it is what it is. It's just picking the games, having a little fun with it, y'all. So we're gonna get into a little bit of the news that's going on, y'all. As y'all know, the Bears coach has been fired. The Jaguars fired their head coach Doug Peterson after a 4-13 season. Gerard Mayo, he get on the chopping block. He get fired by the Patriots after a 4-13 season. I'm gonna tell y'all something though. I think with the situation with the Patriots and Gerard Mayo, I think they could have gave him a little more time, y'all, because the Patriots didn't have a lot to work with. They didn't have a number 1 receiver to go, with the young quarterback. I feel like this just my opinion. Y'all might feel different. My opinion, y'all, when it comes to a new coach on the team, I feel like you need to at least give them 3 years, y'all. Because the first year, you're basically inheriting the coach that just got fired or the coach that left. You're inheriting their team. So you might have players on the team that might not fit the scheme that you want to run offensively or defensively. So that's why I feel like you need to give a coach at least 3 years. The first year, you're going to try to get some of your players. And the second year, you have a better outlook on, what you got from the first year, what you can work with, what you need to improve on. And then the third year, kind of touch up on a little bit and see if you can have a better season, maybe squeeze into a wild card or something. But I just feel like with a head coach, man, you should give him at least 3 years. It's very seldomly that a coach come in 1 year and just turn it around. On the situations y'all see like that, where a coach come in and just turn it around the first year, they got to already have talent on that team, especially at the quarterback position. If they don't have a quarterback position, then most likely they need to have like top number 1, number 2 pick where they can get one of the top quarterbacks. And, pretty much have talent on that team where they don't have to do that much to turn that team around. When you got a team that got a lot of holes, they need a lot of things, it's hard for a coach to try to turn that around in one season, man. So I kind of think, they could have gave Gerard Mayo a little bit more time, man, to try to, to try to get some more players on the team, try to get a top receiver, because they most definitely going to have a top pick this year. They might be able to get Travis Hunter or maybe the receiver from Arizona, Tat McMillan, somebody like that most definitely will help out the young quarterback that they got. But that's just my opinion. with Gerard Mayo, man. And after I talk my stuff today, y'all, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Anybody want to come in and talk to me, agree with what I say, or you disagree, it's all good. Let me know. Let me know. But also, y'all, I want to let y'all know that if y'all didn't already know, Packers wide receiver Christian Watson, he out for the season, y'all. He got a torn ACL. He will be out, y'all. And I know he hate that, man. He been kind of back and forth in the season. I know he had been dealing with a bruised left knee that he was out. I think he was out the last game against the Vikings. And for him to tear his ACL, like, I mean, literally right before the playoffs, man. I just hate that for Christian Watson, man, because it's like, you've been playing the whole season. You wait, playoff times, y'all hyped up, ready, because playoff is any given Sunday in playoffs. Any team can win. You never know what could happen. Turnovers, momentum. You just never know when they get into playoff time. So I hate to see that happen with Christian Watson, man. But yeah, he got a knee injury. He is going to be out for the rest of course, for the rest of the season. Also with Zay Flowers, what they're saying right now, I know y'all pretty much know right now as far as with him having a knee injury last week against the Cleveland Browns. Right now they're saying he day-to-day with the knee injury. They say he was able to avoid a serious knee injury. So we'll see if he plays against Pittsburgh, which I don't know if he will, y'all. He probably won't. Probably won't play against Pittsburgh Sunday, but we'll see. But I will say this, y'all: if Zay Flowers, if he's not able to perform to his normal level, that's most definitely going to be a problem for Baltimore, because he's their number one receiver, and he's explosive too, especially after the catch. So we'll see how they go as far as with that day-to-day injury with Zay Flowers. But like I said, they most definitely going to need him against Pittsburgh, because it's tough when you play a division team. You end up playing them 3 times. You just never know how that game might go. You just never know how it might go. They know each other. It's a division game. You just never know. And if Zay Flowers not able to play, that's one less person. One less threat in the passing game that they have to worry about, because he's their most impactful receiver, as far as I'm concerned. So you have to keep an eye on that and watch that with Zay Flowers. Now, a couple of other coaches, as far as with NFL news. Now, they got the Bears. They're requesting an interview. Well, actually, the Bears, they're requesting interviews with a couple of different coaches. They're requesting an interview with Mike McCarthy, which right now he's the Cowboys coach. But the reason why they're doing that, y'all, because Mike McCarthy, his contract expires on Wednesday. So the Cowboys, they hold exclusive negotiation rights up until January the 14th, y'all, on Mike McCarthy's contract. So they got up until the 14th, as far as rights to McCarthy. But after that, basically McCarthy, he'll be a free agent as a coach. He can do and go wherever you want to go, y'all. But yeah, the Bears, they are requesting an interview with Mike McCarthy, which I think sometimes Mike McCarthy kind of suspect with his play calling, just my opinion. Also, Mike Vrabel. Right now, they're saying he's a hot favorite to land the Bears coaching job. So we keep an eye on that. He's also a favorite for the Patriots head coach job too. So you keep an eye on that with Mike Vrabel. Also, the Bears, they're also requesting to speak to the Lions, both of the Lions coordinators, offensive and defensive coordinator Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn. They're also requesting to talk to Mike Flores and Arthur Smith. So the Bears got a couple of coaches that they're talking to. You know what? It would be nice. It would be nice if they could get Ben Johnson or Aaron Glenn from Detroit. I think Aaron Glenn as a defensive coordinator with Detroit, I think he's doing a great job, man, because everybody know Detroit, they're pretty much playing with second, third guys on defense. Their whole defense is on IR. They're out. So for Detroit to still be able to win games and get stops That's a great job, great coaching job by the defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn, man, for him to be able to, make stuff happen with less talent on the team. Because you got your starters for a reason. The backups, they're back up for a reason. Of course, in the NFL, the backups, they're pretty good, but they're not like the starters. So, like I said, Aaron Glenn, he's been doing an excellent job, as far as all the injuries that they have on that team. Also, the coach, they fired their defensive coordinator, Gus Bradley. He was on the chopping block also, y'all. So that's pretty much what's going on right now in the NFL news. It was rumors about Tyreek Hill wanting to be traded, but he kind of cut that out, saying he want to stay in Miami. So we'll see how that go as far as through the offseason, with that rumor going on. Okay, now let's get a little bit into this to the stats on the season, y'all, as far as the top 5 rushers, passers, wide receivers, sack leaders, tacklers, and with the most interceptions on the season, y'all. So I'm gonna just get into a little bit of this stuff before I get into my matchups and my predictions for the wild card weekend. It's a little fun thing I like to do, y'all. When the season is over, I like to see, who were the top guys at certain things during the season. So we'll hit on the top 5 rushers right now for the season. Of course, Saquon Barkley was number 1. He had 2,005 yards. At number 2, as far as the top rusher for the season, of course, y'all know is King Henry. He had 1,921 yards. Now, this was a fun fact for me, y'all. I did not know Bijan Robinson from the Falcons was the number 3 rusher on the season with 1,456 yards. Jonathan Taylor was number 4 with 1,431 yards. And Jahmyr Gibbs for Detroit was number 5 with 1,412 yards, which is great for Jahmyr Gibbs because y'all know most of the season they were, 2-back system with David Montgomery. And for him to still be able to get 1,412 yard rushing, man, that's great, man. So those are the top 5 top 5 rushers on the season. Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor, Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, as far as the top 5 passers with the quarterbacks, you got Joe Burrow at number 1. He almost had 5,000 yard passing, y'all. He had 4,918 yard passing. At number 2, you got Jared Goff, 4,629 yards on the season. And number 3, Baker Mayfield. I did not know Baker Mayfield had that many passing yards. He got 4,500 even passing yards. He had number 3. Geno Smith. I didn't know Geno Smith was in the top 5. He had 4,320 yard passing. Then Sam Darnold, which I figured that Sam Darnold been having a great year this year. He got 4,319 yards. So those are your top 5 passers on the season. Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Geno Smith, Sam Darnold. Seeing ghosts, Sam Darnold. Now, let's go to your top 5 wide receivers as far as the stats. Now, at number 1, you got Jamar Chase, 1,708 yards. You got his good old buddy Justin Jefferson at 1,533 yards. Now, this something I didn't know also, y'all. Brian Thomas Jr., the rookie, Jacksonville. He is the number 3. He is number 3 as far as in passing yards at receiver with 1,282 yards. I did not know. I knew Brian Johnson was. I knew Brian Thomas Jr. was having a good year, but I did not know he was number 3 as far as receiving yards. At number 4, you got Drake London. That was another one. I didn't know Drake London was at number 4, y'all. He had number 4 with 1,271 receiving yards. Number 5, Ahmad St. Brown. He been having a great year. I figured he would be in the top 5. He got 1,263 yards. So those are your top 5 wide receivers as far as receiving yards on the season, which is Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Brian Thomas Jr., which was a surprise. I didn't know he was in the top 5. Drake London, I didn't know he was in the top 5. Ahmad St. Brown, I knew he was. He had a good season this year. Now, let's go into the defensive side, y'all. Let's get into the top 5 tacklers on the season. These guys right here had the most tackles of the season. You got Zaire Franklin with 173 tackles. He at number 1. At number 2, you got Buda Baker with 164 tackles. That's a lot of tackles for the safety position, y'all. But yeah, Buda Baker at number 2 with 164 tackles. You got Robert Spillane. I guess that's how you pronounce his name. Spillane. But he played for the Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders. He got 158 tackles. Then with the Jets, you got Jamian Sherwood. He has 158 tackles also. And then Raekwon Smith with the Baltimore Ravens, he has 154 tackles. So those are your top 5 tacklers on the season, y'all. Now, let's get to the top 5 sack leaders. This is one of the things I like to see, the top 5 sack leaders, which is unexpected, y'all, because I did not know the defensive end Trey Henderson for the Cincinnati Bengals is leading the league in sacks with 17.5. That is something I did not know, that he was leading the league in sacks, y'all. Trey Henderson from the Cincinnati Bengals got 17.5 sacks. At number 2, you got Myles Garrett with 14 sacks. Number 3, you got Nico Bonito from the Denver Broncos. He got 13.5 sacks. And number 2, you got Kyle Van Noy with 12.5 sacks. And at number 5, you got Daniel Hunter with 12 sacks from Houston. And just a little fun fact, put it out there, TJ Watt had 11.5 sacks on the season. So that's a little kind of, I guess you want to say that's a little down year for TJ Watt. He usually gets a little higher that, as far as on his sacks for the season. All right, y'all. And then the last thing we're going to get on as far as season stat leaders is top 5 in interceptions. Right now, you got Kirby Joseph for Detroit. He got 9 interceptions. Xavier McKinney from Green Bay got 8 interceptions. Marlon Humphrey from Baltimore Ravens got 6 interceptions. CJ Gardner from the Eagles got 6 interceptions. And Byron Murphy Jr. from the Minnesota Vikings got 6 interceptions on the season. So those are your stat leaders as far as on the season. That's just something I like to do at the end of the season, y'all. I like to see, who were the leaders at, the different, positions. So that was a little fun fact for y'all. So now let's get into some of these matchups for the playoffs, y'all. We got some good matchups coming up. Let me add to my screen right quick. Give me 1 second. And if y'all listening, man, this is your first time checking me out, man. Y'all subscribe, man. Y'all subscribe to your boy. Y'all double tap the screen for the likes. And I'm gonna definitely appreciate you coming through, checking me out, man. Hold on, I'm gonna add this to my screen. All right, y'all. Now this is the give me 1 second. Okay, now what up with you, Omar Tillman, man? You say you taking the Texans? A lot of people sleeping on them, man. That's gonna be a good one, man. Let me see who the Texans got. The Texans got the Chargers. Ooh, I don't know. I might take the Chargers on that one, Omar Tillman. But on the NFC side, y'all, these are the bracket right here for the NFC side. Because Minnesota lost to the Detroit Lions, they're in the 5th seed and they play the Rams, which I think that's gonna be a good matchup, y'all. Let me see. You said it's gonna be a good game for sure. Oh yeah, most definitely, man. I like all these matchups in the playoffs this year, man. I think all these games gonna be some great matchups this year, man. This Minnesota Rams game, I think that's gonna be a good matchup right there, man. Both of these teams got great receivers. Both of them got real good quarterbacks. Both of them got good running backs, tight end. Both of these teams, they got some good teams, man. You said Vikings, Commodores, Philly. All games will be close. Yeah. I think so too, man. The Commodores, you said the Commodores, the Commanders and Tampa, man. I think that's gonna be a good game right there too, y'all. Green Bay and the Eagles, that's gonna be a good game too, y'all. Good game. I'm gonna probably take the Eagles on that one, but that's gonna be a good one, y'all. Good one, good game, man. Now I'm gonna come back to it, y'all. Let's look at the AFC side right quick, and I'm gonna come back to the NFC side. On the AFC side, here you go, on my team. You got The Chargers at number 5 playing Houston. You got Pittsburgh playing Baltimore again for the 3rd time. I think that's tough. I think that's being in a tough situation when you end up got to play one of the teams in your division in the playoffs and you already played them 2 times. It's kind of messed up, man, because Pittsburgh, they know Baltimore. Baltimore know Pittsburgh. And those division games, everybody know division game can go either way. And this a playoff game, but you might as well say it's a division game. So as much as people might want to say Baltimore gonna win, you just never know with a division game, man. And especially if Zay Flowers don't play, because like I say, they say he day-to-day with that knee injury. If Zay Flowers don't play, that might be a problem for Baltimore because Zay Flowers make a difference in their offense. He a guy that get open, catch the ball, get yards at the catch. That's gonna be a problem for Baltimore if Zay Flowers is not able to play. Now, this game right here, the Broncos and Buffalo, man, that's gonna be a good. I think that game right there gonna be better than what people think. I think that's gonna be a good matchup. Denver got one of the top defenses in the league. Baltimore got one of the top offenses in the league. I think it'll be a very good game. Both Knicks been playing great ball this year. I think that's gonna be a great matchup too, y'all. Great matchup. Matter of fact, give me 1 second. I'm gonna get into I'm finna go ahead and break down some of these matchups while I'm on it. Matter of fact, we're gonna jump into that Chargers and Texans. Omar. Okay, right now we're gonna jump into it. Give me 1 second, y'all. Here we go. All right, y'all. You got the first game with the Texans and the Chargers, which is this gonna be a 4:30 game on Saturday. Gonna be played on CBS and Paramount Plus. Right now, the Chargers are at 11-6. The Texans are at 10-7. Total points on the game, they got the total points at 42.5, y'all. Right now, they got the Chargers winning by 2.5 over the Texans. They're giving them a 52.8% chance to win the game. And you know what? I am going to take the Chargers to beat the Texans on my tail. I am taking the Chargers to beat the Texans with them 2.5 points. Also, little NFL news, the Chargers, they just picked up Ezekiel Elliott, which Ezekiel Elliott, he ain't what he used to be. But just throwing the news out there, y'all. If y'all didn't know that, the Chargers they're going to pick up Ezekiel Elliott to have another running back in as far as a depth piece going into the playoffs. But yeah, on that game right there, I am going to take the Chargers over the Texans, y'all. Now, as far as their stats on the season, Justin Herbert, he has 3,870 yards passing on the season, 23 touchdowns. 3 interceptions. So Justin Herbert had a pretty good season this year, y'all. He didn't really, turn the ball over. He only had 3 interceptions. Now, as far as with J.K. Dobbins, y'all know he kind of in and out the lineup, but he had a pretty good year. He had 905 yards rushing and 9 touchdowns. Ladd McConkey, the rookie, which I like Ladd McConkey, man. I'm a Georgia fan, so I knew he was going to be successful in NFL. He a yard at the catch guy. He run great routes. He know how to get open. He had 82 receptions on the season for 1,149 yards, 7 touchdowns. Great stats for a first-year receiver, man. Great stats. Now, as far as the stat leaders on the Texans team, of course, you got C.J. Stroud. He got 3,727 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. Joe Mixon, which he is a focal part of that offense. I think they're going to kind of lean on the running game because Houston, they got receivers hurt. Tank Dell, he down. Stephon Diggs, he down. So they're down to Nico Collins. So and the Chargers got a very good defense, y'all. So I think Houston gonna try to rely on that run game a little bit, play action stuff like that. But I believe the Chargers gonna beat them, y'all. But Joe Mixon, he have 1,016 yards rushing with 11 touchdowns. Nico Collins, for the season, he has 68 receptions for 106 yards and a touchdown. And like I said, I am going to take the Chargers on this game with them 2.5 points. Now let's hit the next game on Saturday, which I was just talking about, which is a big division. It's a division game playing each other for the third time. Like I told y'all, it's a division game. They know each other. They want Pittsburgh beat Baltimore the first time. Baltimore beat them the second time. You just never know how this third game gonna go. As much as you might want to say Baltimore playing good, you just never know because they playing Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh pretty much done had their number the past couple of years. So you just never know, man. I think this game can go either way because it's the division game. That's just how division game be. But here we go, y'all. The Steelers, they at 10-7 right now. The Ravens are 12-5. Right now, they got the Ravens winning by 10 points, y'all. They giving the Ravens 10 points. Total points on the game, they got them at 43.5. They're giving the Ravens a 72.2% chance to win. And y'all know what? I'm gonna go with the Ravens to beat them for a second time. I'm gonna go with the Ravens on this one, but I think that's a little steep with them points. The 10 points, it might be a little closer than that because it's a division game. But I'm gonna take the Ravens on this game. I think that 10 points a little steep for them playing a third time and that division. So I think that's a little steep. I think it might be a little closer than that. It might be like might come down to maybe a field goal game or something, but we'll see, man. Pittsburgh offense, they've been kind of up and down. These past couple of weeks, the Pittsburgh offense really didn't look good that last game against the Bengals. So we'll see. We'll see what happens when they play. But I'm gonna go with the Ravens on that game. And like I said, I do think that 10 points a little steep, but I'm gonna go with the Ravens, man. I'm gonna go with them to beat the Steelers. Now, as far as the stats on these guys, Lamar Jackson, he got 4,172 yard passing, 41 touchdown, 4 interceptions. He got 915 rushing yards on the season and 4 rush touchdowns. Now, of course, your boy King Henry, 1,921 yards, 16 touchdowns. Zay Flowers, which I said, got to keep an eye on him because he day-to-day with that knee injury. He got 74 receptions for 1,059 yards and 4 touchdowns. And like I said, once again, if Zay Flowers don't play, that's going to be a big, big loss right there for the Baltimore Ravens. Now, Russell Wilson, on the other hand, he had 2,482 yards, which that's kind of low, y'all, to be honest with you, kind of low. But he had 2,482 yard passing, 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Najee Harris had 1,043 rushing yards on the season, 6 touchdowns, and George Pickens, 59 receptions, 900 yards, 3 touchdowns. And like I say, once again, y'all, I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens to beat the Steelers. I think it'll be a little closer than they got them by 10 points right now. I think it'll be a little closer than that. But there it is. Let's jump to the next game, y'all. Next game, we got this. I think this game right here gonna be a real good game, y'all. Bo Nix been playing good ball. The Broncos defense, one of the top defenses in the league. Y'all already know Josh Allen. He been balling out. He in the MVP talks right now. Which, if you ask me, my opinion, I think Joe Burrow should get it. That's just my opinion. Y'all might disagree, but I feel like Joe Burrow should get it because he putting up the numbers, man. And think about it. The award is called MVP. The award is not called what quarterback is winning the most games. It's MVP. It's an individual award. It's not a team award. I mean, I know Lamar Jackson got the rushing yards, but your boy Joe Burrow got damn near 5,000 yards. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Let me tell y'all something right quick. I just want to throw a little fun fact. I like to do stuff like this. I just want to throw a little fun fact out here for y'all right quick. Now, Joe Burrow on the season, and then I'm gonna get back to my matchups and my prediction. Joe Burrow, I just want to show y'all something right quick. Joe Burrow, this all passing. He ain't doing no running. He doing all passing. He got 4,918 yard passing. Now, what I did was I added up Lamar Jackson passing yards and his rushing yards together, which the total came up to be 5,087 yards. That ain't nothing but a 69-yard difference from Joe Burrow. And Joe Burrow did it all passing. Lamar did it passing and running. Now, passing, Lamar Jackson got 4,172 yards. Running, he got 915 yards. So he basically got two stats to Joe Burrow one stat. Joe Burrow strictly passing. He got damn near five. There's only a 69-yard difference. And your boy Lamar Jackson got two stats compared to Joe Burrow one stat. And that's just straight up throwing the ball. And that's why I say I know Joe Burrow, I know the Bengals record ain't as good as Baltimore, but I just feel like MVP is the most valuable player, not the most valuable team. It's an individual award. It don't matter about it. Shouldn't matter if your team winning and going to the playoffs. It's an individual award. It ain't no fucking team award. That's just my opinion. They do the same thing in basketball, y'all. I feel like sometimes in the NBA they rob certain players that are playing better than other players, but because the other player playing on the winning team and they going in the playoffs and the other guy not going in the playoffs, they give it to the guy who going in the playoffs. And they do the same thing with football, man. I think that's messed up. Don't call it MVP if you're not giving it to the individual that's playing the best. That's just my opinion. When I put the link in the chat, anybody want to come disagree with me, it's all good. Let me know your opinion, but that's just me, y'all. I feel like it's called MVP for a reason. All right, y'all, let me get back on this game. I just got off a little bit. I just want to talk my little junk with that right quick. But all right, with this Broncos and Bills game, which I think going to be a very good game. The Broncos at 10-7, Bills at 13-4 right now. They're giving the Bills a 68.1% chance to win. They actually got the Bills winning by 9 points. I think this game probably going to be closer than that, y'all. I think this game going to be close. And I also think I would not be surprised if the Broncos beat Buffalo. Now, I'm going for Buffalo in this game, but I would not be shocked. It would not be shocked to me if the Broncos beat Buffalo. I would not be shocked, y'all. Total points on this game is 47.5. Now, I got to get into the little season stats on both of them. And I'm going to give y'all another little fun fact. Your boy Josh Allen got 3,731 yard passing, 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Now he in the MVP race, y'all. Now check out your boy Bo Nix, man. He ain't in the MVP race, but hey, he knocking on the door. He knocking on the door with your boy Josh Allen, man. Check this out. Bo Nix got 3,775 yard passing, which he got more passing yard than Josh Allen. He got 29 touchdowns, which he got one extra passing touchdown than Josh Allen. Now, what Josh Allen got him at, Bo Nix threw 12 interceptions. Josh Allen threw 6 interceptions. So Bo Nix turned the ball over a little bit more than Josh Allen. But as far as passing yards and touchdowns, Bo Nix got him beat, y'all. Bo Nix got him beat. So that let you know Bo Nix, he having a damn good year this year as a rookie, man. Damn good year. And Sean Payton, he doing a great job with Bo Nix because I most definitely didn't think Bo Nix would be playing like this in his first season, man. He doing a great job. And think about it, y'all. Last year, this time, they was in a situation where they were letting Russell Wilson go. They were in all that cap, all the problem with the money, all the money they guaranteed Russell Wilson in that situation was, salary cap problems. And for them to be able to get Bo Nix and pretty much playing with they really don't have nobody on the team they really like paying a lot of money like that. I just feel like that's a great coaching job, man. You're in salary cap, you a salary cap problem because your contract you gave Russell Wilson. They pretty much paying him. They pretty much paying Russell Wilson to play for Pittsburgh right now. But shout out to Sean Payton and the Denver Broncos, man, for because most teams when they get in salary cap problem like that, most teams don't really, the next year end up winning like that. They usually take them a couple of years to get back on track. But yeah, man, like I say, they got the Bills winning by 9 on this game. I am going for the Bills on this game, but I would, like I told y'all, I would not be surprised if the Broncos upset their ass. I would not be surprised. All right, y'all. Now we're gonna go to the next game. Let's get to the next game. And if y'all listening, man, if y'all ain't already subscribed, y'all subscribe to your boy Big Tight, man. Double tap the screen for the light. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Like I said, when I get finished, I'm put the link in the chat. Anybody want to come in here and holler at me, man? You agree with what I say, disagree, it's all good. We'll talk about it. I am not biased. Let me see. Next game we're going to get into is the Packers and the Eagles. good NFC matchup, man. I think this is gonna be a very good game. Very good game. I know Jordan Love, he had a little shake up in the game Sunday. Matter of fact, y'all, while I'm on this, I'm gonna play this little thing, this little presser on Jordan Love. He's gonna be talking about his little injury thing he had Sunday, and how he feeling as far as with the playoffs coming up. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Here we go.
So, Jordan, did you get hit in the helmet on the elbow? Was it like your funny bone, or?
Yeah, I landed on it on the ground, I think, and yeah, just kind of pretty much lost all feeling in my hand, and it's pretty much just went numb.
You were taking some practice throws in the sideline there late in the fourth quarter. Just how did you feel?
Yeah, same thing after the halftime. I came back, was trying to get some throws, and same thing, kind of the outside my hand, pinky, really couldn't feel it. Was pretty numb, and we just made a decision to hold me back, and then in the fourth later on, Malik, had hit his hand, and something happened there, so I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to finish it out there. So we were trying to get warmed up again and throw.
How does it feel right now? Is it still numb?
About the same.
What's your chances for Philadelphia?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear what Bill said, but did they indicate to you that that's going to go away?
They said it should. They did. I'm not sure when, but I think it's feeling better.
So, Jordan, if this happens in a win or go home game, I assume you're staying out there or at least trying to get back into the game, or what's your approach if the circumstances are different?
Yeah, by the time I can start feeling my hand again, I would definitely be trying to get out there. I think it just comes down to if I can throw or not, grip the ball, things like that. So, once some feelings start to come back, I would try and push it for sure.
Matt was just saying that some guys in the locker room had some strong words. What do you just get the sense of the vibe around this team after this finish of the regular season going into Philly?
A disappointing loss for sure. I think everybody in the locker room feels that. And it's obviously not the note we wanted to end on with loss to Vikings and then turn around and a loss here. But, it's the reality of our situation. We got to find a way to improve this week, get better, and look forward to seeing Philly. But it's a disappointing finish, disappointing loss to end that game right there. But it's the same thing. There's a lot of areas that we can clean up and we got to be better at. And, the same kind of messages going through that locker room is, we got to go out there and make these plays and execute, and we just have to be better.
Follow up on that. A year ago, you won the final three going into the playoffs. Jason talked to Coach a few minutes ago about momentum, totally different. How do you prepare this time as opposed to what you were doing a year ago?
Yeah, at the same time, it is kind of the mindset of it's a new season. We're going to playoffs. We got to kind of flush the season and have a clean slate. We're going in 0-0, and as we know, anything can happen in the playoffs. It's win or go home. So, there's a lot of things we have to clean up and be better at, but it's the same message. Obviously we're not going in with momentum, but who cares? We got to find a way to get better and go attack this week. And obviously we're going to be playing some good teams here in the playoffs, and we got to find a way to go win.
Your reaction to what happened to Christian, and assuming he is out for a while, just how do you kind of work around that going into the postseason?
Yeah, that's a tough one. Obviously, I'm not sure, the exact circumstances.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all know, but Christian Watson, he tore his ACL. He is out for the playoffs, y'all. He tore his ACL. So, I know he hate that, man, right before the playoffs. But, yeah, Christian Watson, he tore his ACL. He will be out for the playoffs, y'all. All right, I'm going to get back to it.
Circumstances, but just seeing it on the field, him going down, non-contact like that, it's tough. It's very tough, and especially Christian trying to bounce back from what he's been dealing with, and to be able to go out there and have that happen. It's tough, and I feel for Christian. But at the same time, it's that same mindset we've talked about before. It's next man up. So other guys are going to have to step up and play a huge role. But like I've said before, we have a deep receiver room, and it's good to see guys step up. Malik have that big time catch right there at the end. So that's what it's going to be. Guys are going to have to step up, make plays, but we'll see. But didn't look good on the field for Christian.
Jordan, what were you seeing in the first couple of series before you got hurt from the Bears defensively? How were they playing you?
Yeah, I mean, they weren't doing a whole lot of crazy. I feel like it was a lot of cover three, a lot of one high. And we just weren't making enough plays, weren't completing passes and being able to stay on the field right there. But they weren't doing anything crazy.
Jordan, with the way the past game was against the Vikings and the way it was before you left today, you guys were humming pretty good at one point. Now it feels like the last 2 weeks, it's not. How do you get that going again?
Yeah, it's definitely been a little stagnant, and it just feels like we're just missing right now. Missing on some of these ops that obviously before we're hitting on. So, like I've said before, it's not like we're far off. It's not like everything we're running is just not working. Stuff's there, and we just got to go out there and make plays. I got to be great, like I said, with accuracy, ball placement, and everything. So, I think it's a lot of stuff that we'll clean up. It's I definitely don't think it's a problem, but it's stuff that, if this was a playoff game, we'd be going home right now. So we got to find a way to, make those plays, execute, and stay on the field as offense, put up more points than we did tonight. But, yeah, we got to find ways to just be better because, like we said in the locker room, this playoff game, we're going home. So just not good enough.
So how do you find those ways? It's, you guys have been at it since August. Now we're going into January. It's been a long time. How do you get it figured out over the course of 7 days?
Yeah, we just got to get back to what we do. Get back to the basics and the fundamentals and be crisp. As we go through the week, be dialed in and locked into all the little details. And, we can't let anything slip. So it just comes down to that. I mean, that's where you start and throughout the week. And then you got to go out there and just make those plays. And, like I said, we're not far off. We just got to hit.
Jordan, you say you have to be great with accuracy, ball placement, all that stuff. What do you feel you are right now?
I feel like it's inconsistent.
2 more?
Jordan, your personality isn't like super rah-rah.
All right, y'all. I just wanted to play a little bit from his what up with your T-Money, man? Appreciate you coming through, brother. I just wanted to play a little bit from his press conference, y'all, because he had that injury that he got Sunday, and he didn't have no feeling in his hand. We got to keep an eye on that. I don't know if he might re-aggravate it when he play against the Eagles, but that's gonna be a real good game, y'all. Real good game, real good matchup. I'm going with the Eagles on that game. I am going with the Eagles on that game. Matter of fact, let me get on that game. Let me get this off my screen. Give me 1 second. Here we go. All right, y'all. This is gonna be a good game, man. Right now the Packers at 11-6, the Eagles at 14-3. Total points they got on the game is 45.5, y'all. Right now it's almost 50-50, believe it or not, y'all. They're giving the Eagles a 51.2% chance to win. They're giving the Packers a 48.8% chance to win. They got the Eagles winning by 4.5, y'all. I'm going with the Eagles on this game. I do think it'll be a close game, like what they got 4.5. I believe it'll be somewhere between 7 points, somewhere between 7 or less. But I think it's gonna be a good game. But I think the Eagles will beat them. Now, as far as the stats on the season, Jalen Hurts, he got 2,903 yards passing, which is kind of low. I thought he probably had a little more than that. But your boy Saquon Barkley have been running, so he ain't really been having to throw the ball because Barkley been running so good. But he had 18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Of course, y'all know Saquon Barkley had 2,005 yards rushing with 13 touchdowns. A.J. Brown was the leading receiver with 67 receptions, 1,079 yards, and 7 tutties. Now, on the other side of the ball, you got Jordan Love. His season stats were 3,389 yards. He had 25 touchdowns and 11 interceptions on the season. Josh Jacobs, which I feel like he had a great year this year. Your boy Josh Jacobs be running that thing. 1,329 yard rushing with 15 touchdowns. And the receiver, Reed, he got 55 receptions for 857 yards and 6 touchdowns, y'all. So those are the stats Basically the stat leaders for both teams. But y'all, most definitely, I'm gonna take the Eagles in that game with them 4.5 points, y'all. I'm gonna take the Eagles. Now the next game we're gonna get to, I think it's gonna be a good game. It might end up being a high-scoring game because both of these team pass defenses ain't hitting on nothing. Ain't hitting on nothing. Nothing. Next game we're going to get into is the Washington Commanders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like I said, both of these teams' secondary is not good. Matter of fact, both of these team defenses are not that good. So I would not be surprised if this end up being a high-scoring game. Jaden Daniels been playing great this year. Baker Mayfield been playing good this year. I would not be surprised if this end up being a high-scoring game, y'all. But now getting into this game, y'all. You got the Commanders at 12-5. You got Tampa at 10-7. Believe it or not, y'all, they actually got Tampa winning this game by 3 points. They got Tampa winning the game by 3 points. Total points on the game is 50.5. They're giving Tampa a 58.3% chance to win. They got them winning by 3, y'all. But I'm going with the Commanders on this game. I'm going with the Commanders to beat Tampa. Like I said, they got Tampa winning by 3. But I am going to go with the Commanders to beat Tampa. I am. Now, I think it's going to be a good game, y'all. But I think it's going to come down because, like I said, both of these teams' defenses are not that good. So it's going to come down to which defense can get pressure on the quarterbacks. I know. The Commanders they're one of the bottom in the league as far as stopping the run. So they most definitely gonna have to try to step it up to slow down Bucky Irvin. Bucky Irvin, I had a very good year this year. Matter of fact, Bucky Irvin, he had 1,122 yard rushing and 8 touchdowns. Mike Evans, 74 reception for 1,004 yards and 11 touchdowns. So, like I said, I think it's gonna be a very good game. I think Scary Terry, your boy Terry McLaurin, for the Commanders, I think he'll probably have a pretty good game. Because, like I say, Tampa's secondary not that good. The Commanders' secondary not that good. The Commanders also not that good against the run. But like I said, they got Tampa winning this game by 3. I'm gonna take the Commanders on this game. I is. Now let's go to the next game, y'all, which will be the big Monday night game, which is gonna be the Minnesota Vikings and the Rams, y'all. I think this is going to be a good game. I think both of these teams match up pretty good. This game right here, y'all, this is going to be my upset pick right here. This is my upset pick of the weekend. My upset pick going to be the Rams sending the Vikings home. Pack your bags. Well, they're going to be the Vikings going to be already at home. All they got to do is just go in the locker room, change your clothes, and get in the car and drive on to the house. But I'm out there. I'm gonna go with the Rams, man. I'm gonna go with the Rams to get an upset on the Vikings. That's gonna be my upset of the weekend. But like I told y'all earlier, I would not be surprised if the Broncos beat the Bills. Now I'm going for the Bills, y'all. Don't get me wrong. But like I said, I would not be surprised if Broncos mess around and send the Bills home. Will not be surprised. But this game right here, this is going to be my upset game of the weekend, man. The Rams over the Vikings will be my upset game Monday night. Now, in this game so far, they actually got it a close game, y'all. They got the Vikings winning by 1.5. The Vikings at 14-3, Rams at 10-7. Total points on the game, they got it at 46.5. Like I say, that lets you know it's going to be a good game. They got the Vikings winning by 1.5. They're giving up a 53.9% chance to win. But like I say, y'all, I'm gonna take the Rams. Taking the Rams to beat the Vikings, man. Send these boys home. I am taking the Rams. Now, stats on the season for these teams. The stat leader, Sam Darnold, had 4,319 yard passing, 35 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. Aaron Jones, he had a good season. He got over 1,000 yards. He had 1,138 yards and 5 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson, he had 103 receptions for 1,533 yards and 10 touchdowns. So your boy Justin Jefferson balled out again, had a great season. As far as on the Rams side of the ball, Matthew Stafford, he had a decent season. He had 3,762 yards, 20 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Running back Kyron Williams, he had a good season. He got over 1,000 yards also, y'all. He had 1,299 yards, 14 tutties. And your boy Puka Nacua, I hope I pronounced his name right. Puka Nacua. He had 79 receptions for 990 yards and 3 touchdowns. Y'all know he missed a couple of games with an injury, and he's still 10 yards away from hitting 1,000 yards. So, shoot, that's great on his part. But yeah, those are my picks, y'all. Those are my picks. Going with the Rams over Minnesota. Going with the Commanders over Tampa. Going with the Eagles over the Packers. Going with the Bills over the Broncos. But like I say, don't be surprised if the Broncos upset the Bills. But I am going for the Bills, but don't be surprised if the Broncos send their ass home. Pittsburgh and Baltimore, I'm going with Baltimore. But like I say, this is the third time they done played in the same division. It's tough when you got to play a team 3 times and they the division team. Y'all know how them division games go. They can go either way. So even though I'm taking Baltimore, this is another game. I won't be surprised if Pittsburgh mess around and beat them because it's a division game. And also, key injury. Zay Flowers might not play. He day-to-day with a knee injury. So we'll see how that goes as far as Zay Flowers playing. And if he do play, let's see if he still have the explosiveness that he normally has to be able to catch the ball, with the yards at the catch like he normally does. But if he doesn't play, y'all, that's going to be very big for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's going to be very big for them. And last but not least, Houston and the Chargers. Like I told y'all, I'm taking the Chargers over the Houston Texans. I am taking the Chargers over Houston Texans. I think this is going to be a good game. Also, Houston, they got the injuries with their receiver, Tank Dell, he down. Stephon Diggs, he down. So Chargers got a pretty good defense. I think on this game, Houston will probably try to rely on that run game a little bit with Joe Mixon, try to get some play action going. But I think the Chargers got a pretty good defense, man. I think they'll be able to pull this win out over the Houston Texans, y'all. And those are my picks of the week. There it is. And y'all know how I do it. I'm going to let y'all know how I did my picks last week for week 18. Y'all know I always got to tell y'all how I did. Now, y'all know I've been on fire with my picks. But this past week, I got my ass whooped, y'all. I got my ass whooped this week. And, it had a lot to do with, it's the end of the season. Some teams weren't really playing their starters. But, I still had fun with it and did my picks anyway, y'all. But it is what it is. So, you had Cleveland and Baltimore. They had Baltimore winning by 17 and a half. Baltimore ended up covering, so I got a W on that. They beat them 35-10. Next game, you had Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. They actually had Cincinnati winning by 2.5, but I picked Pittsburgh. I had picked Pittsburgh to win because they needed that win. But Pittsburgh ended up dropping the ball. Cincinnati beat them 19-17, so that was an L for me. Carolina and the Atlanta Falcons. I thought the Falcons would win because the Falcons needed that win to try to stay in the playoff race just in case Tampa lost. Falcons needed to win. That was like a must win for them. But they dropped the ball also, y'all. I had picked the Falcons because of that reason. But Carolina ended up beating them 44-38. That was the L. Next game we had was Washington and the Cowboys. They actually had the Cowboys winning by 3.5. But Washington Commanders end up winning 23-19. I had took the Commanders, so I got a W on that one. The next game we had was Chicago Bears against Green Bay Packers. They had the Packers winning by 10.5. I took that, which I probably shouldn't have, y'all, but I did. What up with you, Adrian Tisdale, man? Appreciate you coming through, man. But I probably shouldn't have took that, but like I said, I had a little fun with it because it was the last games of the season. a lot of some teams weren't playing their starters. Some teams, meant a little more than others. But like I say, Chicago ended up beating the Packers 24-22, so that ended up being an L. Next game we had was Houston and the Tennessee Titans. They actually had Tennessee winning by 4.5, but I went with the Titans. They ended up winning 23-14, so I got a W on that one. Next game we had was Jacksonville and the Indianapolis Colts. They had the Indianapolis Colts winning by 5.5. I took the Colts and the points, but y'all know, when I do my picks, I do the points. So if they don't cover the points, then I mark that as an L. So I picked Indianapolis to win, and I took the 5.5 points. But they only beat Jacksonville by 3 points, so that's an L. They didn't cover the spread, y'all. They did not cover the spread, so that's an L. Now, next game we got with Buffalo and New England. They had Buffalo winning by 2.5. Buffalo ended up losing to New England. That was a game where Buffalo didn't really play their starters. But I still picked Buffalo, which I probably shouldn't have. But Buffalo ended up losing. I'm sorry, 16-23. So that was an L. The Giants played the Eagles, and even though the Eagles, sat some of their starters, they were still able to get the win over the Giants. They beat them 20-13. They had the Eagles winning by 3.5, so they covered. They won by 7. I got a W on that one. Next game we had was New Orleans and Tampa. They was going back and forth, y'all. That was a tight game. What up with you, Be Good? They were going back and forth, y'all. That was a tight game for a while with New Orleans and Tampa. Man, I almost thought New Orleans was going to pull out the upset for a minute, but Tampa was able to pull it out at the end. Tampa ended up winning 27-19. They actually had the point spread at 13.5, which I told y'all last week. I told y'all I felt like that was a lot, but I still took Tampa. So Tampa won, but they didn't cover the spread because they won by 8. They did not win by 13.5, so that's an L. Next game we had was Kansas City and Denver. Denver ended up beating Kansas City 38-0, which I figured that because Kansas City, they weren't really going to play none of their starters. So I picked Denver on that game, and they most definitely covered. They had Denver winning by 8.5. They covered. They won by 38. Next game we had was the Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. They had the Chargers winning by 5.5. I picked the Chargers at the 5.5 points. They ended up winning by 14. They won 34-20. So that was a W for me. Next game we had was Seattle Seahawks against the Rams. They actually had Seattle winning by 2.5. But I took the Rams. I figured the Rams needed to win a little bit more. They were already in the playoffs, but with the seeding, I thought the Rams would beat Seattle, but they end up losing 30-25. So that was an L. Miami played the Jets. Miami ended up beating the Jets the Jets ended up beating Miami 32-20. I picked Miami on that game, y'all, because even though Miami, they were kind of like on a hope and a prayer, but they needed to win, and they needed the Broncos to lose. So I picked Miami because I felt like it was a must win for them just in case the Broncos lose. But they didn't help themselves. Even if the Broncos did lose, they still would have been in a bad predicament because they got beat by the Jets 32-20. And that was an L for me also, y'all. Next game we had was the 49ers against the Arizona Cardinals. They had the 49ers winning by 1.5. I actually took Arizona. Arizona ended up winning. They won 47-24, so I got a W on that one. Last game was Minnesota against Detroit. I most definitely thought Minnesota was going to win that game, y'all. Detroit with all those injuries on defense. I thought Minnesota might be able to take advantage, but they weren't. I was wrong. And Detroit ended up beating the hell out of Minnesota 31-9. So that was an L. So my record for last week, y'all, my record for this past weekend, I went 7-9, y'all. I had 7 wins, 9 losses. So I got my ass whooped on this one, y'all. I probably should have just left this weekend alone because of the certain situation. Certain team weren't playing the starter. But, hey, I had a little fun with it. I got my ass whooped. But I will do better this week, y'all. I will do better this week. And like I told y'all, if y'all didn't hear If y'all didn't hear me earlier, I'm gonna let y'all know. If y'all just coming in here, I'm gonna let y'all know who I picked for this week right here. Now here we go. This is the NFC side right here of the bracket. You got Minnesota and the Rams. I told y'all this is my upset of the weekend right here. I'm taking the Rams over Minnesota. You got the Commanders and Tampa. They actually got Tampa winning this game. I think it was by 2.5. They got Tampa winning, but I'm going with the Commanders to beat Tampa. Next game we got is the Packers and the Eagles, which I think will be a good game, but I'm picking the Eagles to beat the Packers. So I got the Rams, I got the Commanders, and I got the Eagles on the NFC side. Now let's go to the AFC side. Okay, here we go on the AFC side. You got the Chargers and Houston. I'm taking the Chargers to beat the Houston Texans. You got Pittsburgh and Baltimore. I'm taking Baltimore over Pittsburgh, but I think this game could go either way because it's a division game and it's going to be their third time playing each other. So I feel like this game could go either way, but I'm going to take Baltimore. But like I say, y'all just keep an eye on whether or not Zay Flowers play with that day-to-day knee injury he got. If he don't play, I think that's going to be real big for Pittsburgh because Zay Flowers most definitely is the difference maker for the Baltimore Ravens. Next game we got is last but not least, we got the Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. I think this game right here going to be pretty close. I'm going with the Bills, but this one of them games where I told y'all don't be surprised if the Broncos beat the Bills. I'm going for the Bills now, but if the Broncos beat the Bills and send their ass home, I would not be surprised because Broncos been playing good ball. Bo Nix been playing good ball. Defense been playing good ball. Don't be surprised. Do not be surprised. So those are my picks on the AFC side: Chargers, Baltimore, and the Bills on the AFC side. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, hold on. I'm gonna do one more thing, y'all. I know some of y'all just coming in here. I'm gonna let y'all know. I did this at the beginning of the show, and for some of y'all just coming in here, I'm gonna read it off right quick. It's a little thing I like to do every year. I like to know who were the leaders as far as the top rushers in the league, the top quarterback, as far as passing yards, who were the top wide receivers as far as receiving yards, the top tacklers, top sack leaders, and the top guys who led in interceptions. So I'm gonna go back through this because I know a lot of y'all just getting in here. And you new to the show, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to your boy Big Type, man. Double tap the screen. I appreciate you coming through. Most definitely appreciate you coming through, checking me out. But top 5 rushers. Well, of course, Saquon Barkley with 2,005 yards, Derrick Henry, 1,921 yards. And like I told y'all, B. John Robinson was at number 3, which I did not know B. John Robinson was in top 5 in rushing in the league. He had 1,456 yards. Jonathan Taylor was at number 4, 1,431 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs was at number 5, 1,412 yards. Now, top passers as far as quarterbacks. Now, your boy Lamar Jackson ain't in. He not in this, y'all. Now, top passers: Joe Burrow, 4,918. Jared Goff, 4,629. Baker Mayfield, 4,500 at number 3. Geno Smith. I didn't know Geno Smith was in top 5 as far as passing, y'all. Geno Smith, 4,320 yards. Sam Darnold, 4,319 yards. So those are your top 5 passers in the league this year. Now, your top 5 receivers as far as receiving yards, of course, Jamar Chase is at number 1, 1,708 yards. His good old buddy Justin Jefferson, number 2 with 1,533 yards. Now, this one was a shocker to me, y'all. Brian Thomas Jr., the rookie receiver for the Jacksonville Jaguars, had 1,282 yards. He was 3rd in the league in receiving yards. I would have never guessed that, y'all. Drake London. I wouldn't have thought Drake London was he top 5. He number 4, 1,271 receiving yards. I did not know Drake London was that high. Ahmad St. Brown, I figured he was. He had 1,263 yards. Now let's get on the defense side, y'all. Then I'm putting the link in the chat. Anybody want to come in here, holler at me? You come on through, man. Now, your sack leaders, your top 5 sack leaders, y'all. Now, y'all would never guess who lead the NFL in sacks. It ain't one of the normal guys who you see. The number 1 guy leading the league in sacks is Trey Henderson. For the Cincinnati Bengals, he got 17.5 sacks. Number 2, Myles Garrett with 14 sacks. Number 3, Nico Bonito for the Denver Broncos. He got 13.5. Kyle Van Noy got 12.5 for the Baltimore Ravens. And the 5th guy is Daniel Hunter. He got 12 sacks for the Houston Texans. And just to throw it out there, your boy TJ Watt, he only had 11.5 sacks. So I feel like that's a down year for TJ Watt. He usually be a little higher than that. Now let's go into your top 5 guys as far as interceptions. The top guy was Kirby Joseph for Detroit Lions. He had 9 interceptions. Xavier McKinney for Green Bay Packers. He had 8 interceptions. Marlon Humphrey for the Baltimore Ravens had 6. CJ Gardner for the Philadelphia Eagles had 6 interceptions. And Byron Murphy Jr. for the Minnesota Vikings had 6 interceptions. Now, last but not least, let's get into your top tacklers, your top 5 tacklers in the league for the season. Number 1 was a guy with the Colts. His name is Zaire Franklin. He had 173 tackles. Your boy was a tackling. What your boy Waterboy say? A tackling machine. He was a tackling machine. 173 tackles. Number 2, this was surprising to me, y'all, because he a safety. Your boy Buda Baker for Arizona Cardinals had 164 tackles. That's a lot of tackles for the safety position, y'all. That mean the damn D line and linebacker, they weren't making the tackle. Like that mean he was having to make a lot of tackles in the secondary. But all right, at 3rd, you got a guy with the Las Vegas Raiders. His name is Robert Spillane. I guess his name is Spillane or Spillane. But he had 158 tackles. And then for the Jets, you had a guy named Jamian Sherwood. He had 158 tackles also. And then in the 5th place, you had Roquan Smith with 154 tackles. So those are all your leaders in the certain positions as far as tackling, interception, receiving yard, passing yards, all that stuff. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Anybody want to come in here and holler at me, man? You come on through. Give me 1 second. And like I say, it's your first time here. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to your boy Big Tight, man. Double tap the screen for the likes. Shoot, just going into my prediction matchups. And question I gotta ask y'all is playoff time. Who y'all got going to the Super Bowl? Who y'all like out of the NFC? Who y'all like out of the AFC? I'm gonna tell y'all something. My opinion right now. I hate to say it, y'all. Like I said it before, I will not be surprised. Kansas City. I believe Kansas City gonna come out the AFC, and in the I think the NFC. I think the NFC kind of up for grabs, man. I think Detroit playing. Y'all know what? I actually thought it was gonna catch up with Detroit because the fact that they got so many injuries on defense, but they still been playing good ball, man. I was surprised at how good their defense is playing, man. And that's a shout out to the defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn. He's been doing a great job with their defense with all those injuries on their defense, man. Because pretty much they whole damn starting defense is on IR. That's crazy. And they still able to win games. That's crazy, man. But I think in the NFC, man, I think it's gonna be kind of up in the air, man. Detroit, they're playing real good ball right now. They should, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all watch out for them Rams. Watch out for them Rams in the playoffs. I'm trying to told you. Watch out for them Rams in the playoffs. I think the Eagles got a good shot too, though. I think it'll be Detroit, Eagles, Minnesota. But like I say, the Rams is my sleeper team on the NFC side, y'all. The Rams, and I'm picking them to upset Minnesota and send Minnesota as home on Saturday. I'm picking them to upset Minnesota on Saturday, y'all. Most definite. But I say on the NFC side, y'all, as far as who I feel like might go to the Super Bowl, it might end up being the Vikings. I mean, not the Vikings, Detroit, y'all. It might be Detroit. This might be their year to go, man. Y'all know it's been a long time since Detroit. You know, Detroit had a lot of bad years, man. They had a lot of bad years. So anybody that's a Detroit fan, you know they're a true fan because they had so many years, especially after Barry Sanders left. They don't have so many bad years. So shoot, I know Detroit fans. I know they happy as hell right now. They on the roll right now. They is on the roll. But I tell y'all what, man. I want to show y'all. I want to tell y'all something right quick. What I was talking about earlier, as far as this MVP race. I know a lot of y'all feel like Lamar Jackson should get it. But I just want to show y'all something why your boy Joe Burrow should get it. Because I feel like if it's MVP stands for individual. It don't stand for somebody that's playing on a good team going into the playoffs. It stands for individual. It shouldn't matter if you're on a losing team or a winning team. If you putting up the stats and you're playing the best at that time, it shouldn't matter if your team 12-5 or they 5-12. If you balling, you balling. I think that stuff where they try to, they do the same thing in basketball, man. They do the same thing in basketball. But I just want to show y'all something right quick as far as the stats. Because a lot of people say, when you look at Joe Burrow passing stats, the first thing people say about Lamar Jackson, well, you got to add in his rushing stats. You got to add in his passing and his rushing stats. So I did a little fun thing for y'all. I added up his rushing and his passing stats compared to Joe Burrow only passing stats, because your boy Joe Burrow don't run. Lamar Jackson basically got two stats going against one stat. But here we go. Lamar Jackson got 4,172 yards passing, 915 yards rushing, which for a total of 5,087 yards. Joe Burrow, and this only passing. Like I said, Lamar Jackson, for him, that was for passing and running. Your boy Joe Burrow, this is only passing, no goddamn running. He got 4,918 yards. It ain't nothing but a 69-yard difference, and your boy Lamar Jackson got two stats against Joe Burrow, one stat. It ain't nothing but a 69-yard difference. I feel like Joe Burrow should be the MVP. I know Lamar Jackson done balled out, had a good season. But your boy Joe Burrow, he been balling out this year, man. He been balling out, man. He got 4,918 passing yards, 43 touchdowns, only 9 interceptions. Your boy Lamar Jackson got 4,172 yards, 41 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Which that's good. He ain't really turned the ball over. That is good. I ain't knocking his stats, y'all. I just feel like Joe Burrow should get it, man. I think he did it. His team is not as good as Lamar Jackson's team, man. And Joe Burrow don't got put in a situation where he don't had to throw damn near every play in certain games. And to be get put in a situation like that and still have good stats and don't have a whole lot of interception, man, that's great, man. That's great. Shoot, I'll tell y'all something else. Shit, Jared Goff got more passing yards than Lamar Jackson. Shoot, that damn Baker Mayfield got more passing yards than Lamar Jackson. So just throwing that out there. Y'all. A little fun fact. Just throwing it out there at y'all. But yeah, man, we got some good game coming up this weekend, man. I can't wait. This is gonna be a great weekend for football. We got the NFL playoffs. We got the college football playoffs, the Final Four teams. Texas, Ohio State, Penn State, Notre Dame, gonna be some great games. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna probably do a live game reaction on that Texas Ohio State game Friday night. And then I'll probably do I think Pittsburgh play Baltimore Saturday night. So I'll probably do that. I'll probably do that game Saturday night, and then I'm most definitely gonna do that Texas Ohio State game Friday night. Those gonna be 2 great games. Like I said, this is gonna be a great weekend for football, man. I can't wait. The playoff games, the college football playoffs. It's just gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great. Great. What another professor say? Friday night at 8. You got me a date. Great. It's gonna be a great weekend for football. Great weekend for football, y'all. Can't get no better. I love it. But yeah, man. Hey, if ain't nobody coming in here, man, I'm probably about to get up out of here. Get up, get down. And I told y'all, I know some of y'all new coming up in here. The little news going around in the NFL right now, y'all. You know, you got some of the coaches on the chopping block. Y'all probably already done heard it, but I'm gonna throw it out there. And little news: Christian Watson got a torn ACL. He tore his ACL in the game last week. He was already coming off of a bruise. He had already been dealing with a bruised knee that he had the previous week. So I hate that for Christian Watson, man. He done got playoff time, and you know now he done hurt his knee, man. So I hate that for him, man. You know you be waiting for it when you know your team going to the playoffs. You be waiting, you be ready to get in that ball out. You be ready, man. And like I say, Zay Flowers, he day-to-day with that knee injury. And one more time, that's going to be very big if Zay Flowers can't play in that Pittsburgh game Saturday. If he don't play, that's going to be kind of iffy on that game if Zay Flowers don't play. We'll see, though, y'all. We'll see. But that's going to be a little iffy if your boy Zay Flowers don't play against Pittsburgh. But won't that be ugly, though, y'all? I think that's real messed up that you end up playing the same team in your division. You end up having to play them 3 times. I think that's messed up, y'all, because y'all know division games. It don't matter what your record is. When it's a division game, anybody can win that game because they know you. They play you 2 times a year every year. And for you to have to face that team a 3rd time, I think that's messed up, man. I think they should have. When they seen that, I feel like they should have made an exception and maybe switched them to somebody else. Maybe switch Pittsburgh to playing the Chargers and put Houston against Baltimore. Maybe put the Chargers against Baltimore and put Pittsburgh against Houston or something like that, man. But yeah, I just think that's kind of messed up. They got to end up playing them 3 times in a row. And I'm gonna tell you what'd be really messed up. As bad as Pittsburgh was struggling on offense against Cincinnati that last game, that would be real ugly if Pittsburgh find a way to beat Baltimore after the great season that Baltimore done had. That'd be real ugly for them to get beat by Pittsburgh. But like I say, it's a division game. You just never know. So y'all don't be surprised. You know, anybody here a Baltimore Raven fan, do not be surprised if Pittsburgh mess around and send their ass home. Because they know them. They know Baltimore. And if Zay Flowers don't play, that's going to be a big loss right there. Big loss. Big loss. But a couple of coaches were fired. Of course, y'all know the Bears, they fired their coach. The Jaguars fired Doug Peterson after a 4-13 season, which I figured I seen that one coming. I knew they were going to fire him. You knew the Bears coach was going to be out of there. Gerard Mayo, that was a surprise to me, y'all. I didn't think Gerard Mayo was going to get fired. And like I said before, I feel like with a coach, you should give a coach you got to give him at least 3 years, y'all. You got to give him at least 3 years. That's just my opinion. Because when they first come to the team, they inheriting the coach team that before them. So most of those guys on the team, those not guys that they drafted. Those are not guys, you know what I'm saying? And some guys they might not want, but they stuck with them because they're under contract. So I feel like you need to give a coach at least 3 years, man. That first year, for them to get a couple of guys in there, they got to draft. The second year, they have a little more stability. They kind of know what guys can do, what they can't do. Try to strengthen us some weaknesses. Maybe get a couple free agents. Then that third year, try to see where you at. But for somebody to just fire you, and they ain't really gave you a chance to really like build a team, get your players in there for the scheme you want to run. And also, y'all, the Patriots don't have a go-to number one receiver, which I feel like they'll probably get that in the draft. They might get old boy from Arizona. What's his name? I just call him McClenny, whatever, from Arizona. I think that dude. I think I think him and Travis Hunter are the best two receivers in the draft. Even though Travis Hunter say he probably gonna go in the draft as a cornerback. My opinion, I'm just throwing it out there. Link in the chat if y'all disagree. Come in here and holler at me. But I feel like Travis Hunter more of a threat. He affect the game more at wide receiver. He a little slim built for cornerback in the NFL. I feel like with him being slim built like that, he can get away with it at receiver more than he can at cornerback. Cornerback, you end up having to hit some of those. You got to come up and make some tackles on those big running backs, tight ends, and stuff like that. You're a receiver, a lot of, if y'all I know y'all already know, but every once in a while, you might see a receiver get hit like that. But for the most part, the receiver, they catching the ball and they getting what they can. And if they can get somewhere with it, they get somewhere. If they can't, they catch that ball and get to the ground, live to play another play. You don't really see receiver take hits like that. I just feel like Travis Hunter would be better at receiver than he would be at cornerback. I think he can have I think he can make more money. I think he probably could get more endorsements, shoe deals, all that stuff at wide receiver. What up with your true one, man? I appreciate you coming through, man. What you say? Agree he better at receiving, more valuable to the team at corner. Yeah. Facts, true one. I appreciate you coming through here, true one, man. If you ain't subscribe to your boy Big Tight, man. Check me out, man. Yeah, or if you just want to listen to me, it's all good too, man. Double tap the screen for the likes, man. I appreciate you coming through, true one. But yeah, I was just talking about that, y'all. As far as with Travis Hunter, man, and yeah, appreciate that, true one, man. Appreciate it, man. This your first time coming to my show, man. I do a little bit of everything, but I mainly do it with football, man. I do NFL, I do college, I do live game reactions. If it's a big boxing match come on, I'll cover that. But that's pretty much what I do, man. It's your first time coming through. But like I said, I appreciate you coming through, man. But yeah, like I said, I just feel like with a coach, man, a coach need to have at least 3 years to have a chance to get their people in there for their system. Because like I said, a lot of times you get with a team and you basically inheriting somebody else's team. So I just feel like they could have gave Gerard Mayo a little bit more time. I think they kind of put him on the chopping wood a little early. What up with your drive music, man? Appreciate you coming through, man. Shoot, just talking about these wild card playoffs, man. Some of the matchups and predictions. And matter of fact, while you're in here, true one, drive music. Who y'all like for the Super Bowl, man? Who y'all like for the Super Bowl? I think Kansas City coming out of the AFC. NFC, I think the NFC kind of open right now, man. I think it's kind of open. I think it could be Detroit. I think it could be the Eagles. I think it's up in the air. What up with your King G82, man? Appreciate you coming through. You say the Lions, true one. And you know what, true one? Like I was saying earlier, man, the Lions defensive coordinator, man, I most definitely feel like he should be up for a head coaching job. Aaron Glenn did a great job with Detroit defense, man, because as y'all know, Detroit is dealing with major injuries, especially on defense, man. Damn near everybody on their defense is on IR. and Detroit is still able to win games. They still able to get pressure on the quarterback. Aaron Glenn is doing a great job as a defensive coordinator with backups, man. Great job, man. Great job. What up with you, Anthony South, man? You say I need Ravens and Lions. Ravens win for $3,000. Hey, you know when it comes to that money, man. I'm about to put that up there. I'm about to put that up there, Anthony South, man. You gotta put your comment up there too. You talking about some moolah, $3,000. Hey, I'm with you on that. When it comes to the money, that's who you need in there. Let me see what you say, Rob. You said so. Commanders play the Eagles or Packers if they win. Right now, let me see. Okay, what's gonna happen? It depends on the seed. It depends on the seed, y'all. What's gonna happen is the winner out of the winner. Okay, let's say if, for example, I'm gonna give you a prime example. If now you got this Minnesota and the Rams game. Now, what's supposed to happen is whoever win that game is gonna play Detroit. That's who's supposed to play Detroit. But what's gonna throw it out? What's gonna throw the whole thing off, y'all? Because Detroit is supposed to get the lower seed. So if for some reason, which I don't believe they will, but if for some reason Green Bay beat the Eagles, then that's gonna flip it around. The Packers probably will end up going to Detroit because Detroit, by them being the number one seed, they're supposed to get the lower seed. So, you know, it just depends on that, Rise, man. It just depends. But if everything stay the same, and let's say the Commanders beat Tampa, then 9 times out of 10 it's probably going to be the Commanders end up playing Detroit because the Commanders will be the lower seed if the Eagles beat the Packers. Let me see what you saying. Drive music. You say I feel they putting too much pressure on these coaches to win. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, man. You got to give a coach give him at least 3. I say give at the least. Drive music. I'm put your comment up there, man, because I most definitely agree with you, man. I feel like you got to give a coach at least 3-4 years, man. No less than 3 years, man. You got to give a coach enough time. You got to get it. Yeah, hey, Lattimore. Hey, I agree with you on that. I'm going with the Commanders to beat them. I agree with you. And you know what? When I was doing earlier, when I was going through the matchups, they actually got Tampa winning that game. I think they got Tampa winning that game by 2.5. But I'm going with the Commanders, man. Yeah, especially, man, if Lattimore, if he healthy and he playing, y'all already know Lattimore, he already know how to play Mike Evans. He with the Saints, he used to see Mike Evans twice a year. So Mike Evans is gonna be if Lattimore playing, that's gonna be a good matchup against Mike Evans because he know how to play him. He's seen the dude, you know, several times. So yeah, that most definitely I feel that way too, True One. Most definitely, I feel that way. But yeah, man, I just feel like they could have gave. I think that was kind of messed up how they did Gerard Mayo, man. I think they could have gave him a little more time. You know, let him get in this draft and free agent. Try to see if you can get a number one receiver to go with your young quarterback. They got a couple of holes on defense they need to fill. You know, you can't expect for no coach to turn a team around in like 1-2 years, especially these coaches to be these owners that fire guys after 1 year. I feel like you shouldn't fire a guy after 2 years. You give them a couple of years to try to get the right type of players in there. Because like I said before, the team that they getting is not their team. They getting the team of the coach who just got fired. So let's say prime example, defense. Let's say the head coach you get, let's say he a 3-4 guy. But the defense you've been playing is a 4-3. So now you're in a situation where, okay, now you're the new head coach. You like to go with the 3-4. Now you got to get rid of some guys and try to get some guys on the team because them guys in the 4-3 don't fit no damn 3-4. Every once in a while, you might get a pass rusher, maybe like TJ Watt, maybe a Myles Garrett, somebody like that who can put their hand in the dirt or they can stand up. But for the most part, y'all, you got 3-4 edge rushers. You got 3-4 edge rushers, and you got 4-3 edge rushers for a reason. 4-3 edge rushers, defensive ends, they're bigger body guys. The 3-4 rushers, basically linebackers. They're more athletic, more faster. You know, you could do a little bit more with them as far as, you know, pressuring the quarterback, sometimes drop them out. But, you know, you get a situation like that, man, you got to give a coach time to get his type of players in there, man. I just think that's fucked up how they do coaches sometimes, man. And then sometimes sometimes check this out, y'all. Sometimes a coach come to a team, and what if they got a scrub ass quarterback? You know what I'm saying? Not in the situation where they got to try to hope they hit in the draft on a quarterback, or hope they can get a free, or they can get a free agent quarterback to come to a team. And you know, if the team ain't good, motherfuckers ain't trying to come play with no team that ain't good. If they do, you got to pay, you got to give them a bag. You got to get a bag to get them to come. If you ain't no good team, so they're gonna be like, no, I ain't coming to you. If I can go to this team and play with this quarterback, why am I coming to your team? So, you know, that's going to be a situation where they end up having to pay them a lot of money, man. Let me see what you say, True One. You say new coaches need QB or owner, no patience without top QB coaches. Right. You got, man. You hit that right on the True One. I'm gonna put your comment up here, man, because that is a true fact, man. Nowadays, you can't do nothing if you ain't got the quarterback. You gotta have a quarterback. You is not doing nothing if you ain't got no quarterback, man. I don't know about y'all, but did y'all see that damn Baltimore Ravens and Cleveland game that came on the other day? Cleveland needs a quarterback. Damn, what's his name? The dude who was in there the first time, the black quarterback, what's his name? Dorian Thompson. Man, he looked like he was kind of scared. He didn't look like he wasn't confident in his throws. He overthrowing people. And then they put the other I forgot what the other quarterback they put in there. He didn't look no better. I was like, where the hell famous Jameis at? I was like, where the hell Jameis Winston at, man? He might not, he might throw the ball to the other, he might throw the ball to the people on the other team sometime, but at least he throwing that motherfucker with confidence. He might throw about 3-4 picks, but he gonna let it go. He gonna air it out. I was like, what famous Jameis at? Put him in the game, man. He was like, I was like, man. And see a situation like that with Cleveland, man. They in a messed up situation, man. They're like, why the hell Cleveland can't never get right on the quarterback? Like, how many years has it been that Cleveland either keep drafting the wrong quarterback or they bring a free agent quarterback to the team that don't turn out right? Like, is there some damn voodoo on Cleveland? Do somebody got some voodoo on the Cleveland Browns or something? They can't get no quarterback. I just knew they were going to be straight when they got Deshaun Watson, man. They paid him all that money. And, you know, the way he played with Houston before he had all that, before he had all the situation happening, man, before that, Deshaun Watson was like, he was looked at as like one of the top damn quarterbacks in the league. Shit, I guess all them damn massages and stuff rubbed all the talent out. Hey, what they say, allegedly. Yeah, I guess all the massages rubbed all the talent out of him. I don't know what happened to Deshaun Watson, man. Oh, man. Let me see, you say True One. You say Baker wasn't the problem at Cleveland. No, he wasn't the problem, man. He wasn't the problem, and you can see that now. Now he with Tampa, where he got a good receiver. He got good running back with Bucky Irvin. He got some talent around him, and they giving him time to throw the ball. So he like a totally True One. Check it out. Not only Baker Mayfield, look at your boy Sam Darnold with Minnesota. Now everybody was talking about Sam Darnold. What you say, T-Money? You say he trash? That's my boy T-Money in the chat. Oh, T-Money, keeping it real. But yeah, look at your boy True One. Look at your boy Sam Darnold with Minnesota, man. He all of a sudden get over there with Minnesota. He got a top-notch receiver. He got top tight end T.J. Hockenson. You got your boy Aaron Jones at running back. He got the young receiver Jalen. What is his name? Jalen Neighbors. I think it's Naylor, whatever his name is. And then you still got what's the other receiver? The number 2 receiver they got what's his fucking name? Number 2 receiver they got. He pretty good too. But to cut a long story short, Sam Darnold over there with a team that got some talent around him. Now Sam Darnold, as I read y'all earlier, y'all, he one of the top 5 passing quarterbacks in the league. So you most definitely gotta have talent around you. You gotta have talent around you, and you gotta be able to, have the fat boys on the offensive line to keep your jersey clean. Keep your jersey clean. Yeah, OC, with the OC help too. That helped too, True One, because they got that coach with the Vikings, he an offensive minded coach. So yeah, man, all that help, man. All that help. So yeah, man, that's just my thing, man. Hey, what's y'all opinion, True One? Drive Music, and who else that was I was talking to? Let me see, T Money, and let me see who else I was talking to. Drive Music, Raj Pro, Anthony South, King G82, all y'all. Who y'all like for MVP, man? Who y'all like for MVP? Because I say Joe Burrow should get it. Y'all might disagree. Y'all probably gonna say Lamar Jackson. But if y'all just coming in here, I got a little fun fact for y'all as far as Lamar Jackson with his damn MVP stats and your boy Joe Burrow. Let me see what you say, Drive Music. You say Baker Baycott, but life is about situations. You can't control everything. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Drive Music. It's most definitely true. I agree with you on that. But yeah, who y'all like for the Heisman Trophy? I got 2 questions for y'all. You said unbiased Lamar. I got you. But hey, True One, check this out. I'm just gonna throw it out there at you. Now you can agree or disagree. Now on my show, I ain't one of them people where I'm always right. You can't disagree with me. I ain't one of them motherfuckers. If you disagree, hey, we'll talk about it. We can debate it. Ain't no hurt, ain't no harm. But check this out. I just want to throw something at you, True One, Drive Music, all y'all. T Money. I want to throw something at y'all about this MVP with Lamar Jackson's stats. Now, everybody know with Lamar Jackson, everybody when you say his passing stats, the first thing people say is, well, how much he had rushing? You got to put his rushing stats in there too. So I'm gonna give y'all Lamar Jackson stats, total stats now. His rushing. Now, I ain't going to give y'all the touchdown. I can give y'all the touchdown too. It don't matter. Let me see. You say Joe Burrow should be MVP. He got the Bengals. Man, Joe Burrow should get it, Drive Music. I be trying to tell people, man. All right, check this out, Drive Music, True One. Check it out now. This is passing stats and his rushing stats compared to Joe Burrow, where he only throwing the ball. Your boy Lamar Jackson basically got 2 stats against Joe Burrow, 1 stat, which Joe Burrow, he ain't doing that but throwing that motherfucker. Lamar Jackson throwing and running. So, but it's all good though. I'm gonna add them up together and check this shit out. Now, Lamar Jackson, he got 4,172 yard passing, 915 yard rushing. Now you add that up together, it come out to be 5,087 yards. Now, your boy Joe Burrow, only passing, no fucking running, only passing, 4,918 yard passing. Y'all know how much of a difference that is? Well, Lamar Jackson got basically 2 stats to Joe Burrow 1 stat. It's only 69 fucking yards. 69 yards. And your boy Lamar Jackson running and throwing. Your boy Joe Burrow ain't doing nothing but throwing. Let me see you say, True One, you say Burrow, only reason for me, win total, not fair. I like that's why I'm biased. True One, you say you biased. But check this out, True One, Drive Music, T Money. Check this out though, y'all. This is how I feel about the MVP. Because they do this shit in basketball too. They real bad about doing it in basketball. I remember that year they robbed Kobe Bryant and gave that shit to damn who was it? What is Steve Nash? I think they gave it to Steve Nash that year. They robbed Kobe that year. Kobe had the year where he had the 81 points, and they messed around and gave the doggone MVP to the damn Steve Nash. But I was hot about that, man. I was disappointed because Kobe had done ball that year, man. I mean, look at who he was playing with. Smush Parker. He was there playing with Smush Parker and all them, man. He ain't had nobody on the team. But this just my opinion. This is my opinion as far as with the MVP, y'all. The MVP award, and this with football and basketball. Like I said, they do it bad in basketball. But the award is an individual award. And I mean, I know a lot of people say it's the person who like playing the best and getting their team in the winning situation. But when you look at it like that, that's not an MVP award. That means you playing good on a good team. Now you got Joe Burrow, he on a bad team. Their defense can't really stop no damn body. He gets sacked a lot, but he's still putting up better. He's still putting up more passing yards than anybody in the league. And then Lamar Jackson, you got to add up two of his damn stats just to get 69 yards more than Joe Burrow. That's just my opinion, y'all. I mean, MVP to me is an individual award. It's not no fucking team award. And like I say, they do that shit bad in basketball, man. They'll give it to the guy that lead their team to the playoffs instead of the guy who like I feel like your boy for Oklahoma City should have got it last year. What's his name? Y'all help me out, man. Your boy from Oklahoma City, the guard. He be balling, man. He balling this year. He balling this year for OKC, man. He should get it this year. But that's just my opinion when it comes to the MVP award, y'all. I just feel like it's an individual award. It shouldn't matter about if your team going to the playoffs. If the guy is putting up the numbers and he is playing the best at the time, it don't matter. It shouldn't matter if he on a 3-15 team or if he on a 15-3 team. It shouldn't matter. If he playing the best, he playing the best. Give that man the damn trophy. True One, you said it's a popular award. Team has to win for more fans to see. I agree with you on team award, man. Yeah, man. Trying to tell you, man. A lot of people don't be agreeing with me when I say that. But it's an MVP award. It's just like back in the day. I don't know how old you are, Drive Music, True One. But it's just like back in the day when you playing that park recreation, whether it was baseball, football, soccer, whatever it was. They always had team awards and then they had individual awards. Like they don't do that no more. They don't, if you got kids that's in recreation ball right now, they don't do the MVP of the team. They don't do the defensive player of the team. They don't do like most improved like they used to do back in the day, most promising. When I was coming up, you had all those type of awards. What up with your Jay Crazy? You say who you got advancing in the first round? Okay, I'm gonna tell you right quick. Give me 1 second, but hold on, give me 1 second. I got I'm going with on the NFC side. I'm going with the Washington Commanders over Tampa. I'm going with the Eagles over the Green Bay Packers. And my upset of the weekend, Jay Crazy, I'm going with the Rams to send Minnesota ass home. Going with the Rams to send Minnesota ass HOME home. On the NFC side, you got give me 1 second. On the NFC side, you got the Chargers and Houston. I'm going with the Chargers to beat Houston. At the bottom, you got Denver and Buffalo. I'm going with Buffalo to beat Denver, y'all. But like I said, Jay Crazy, don't be surprised if Denver send the Broncos ass home packing. Don't be surprised if Denver send the Broncos. Denver send the Broncos. I'm sorry. If Denver send the Bills home packing. Now I'm going with the Bills now. I'm going with the Bills. True One, Drake, Jay Crazy, Drive Music, all y'all. I'm going for Buffalo. But I will not be shocked. I will not be surprised if Denver whoop their ass the first round of the playoffs. I will not be surprised. The next game I won't be surprised on, y'all. And like I say, I feel like it's kind of messed up with this game with Pittsburgh and Baltimore because they play in the division. They done already played each other 2 times. Let me see. You say Scary Terry, another underrated. Yeah, man. Your boy Terry McLaurin, he be balling, man. Boy, he get like 1,000 yards every year. Your boy Scary Terry be balling, man. And he most definitely be, that boy make plays, man. And he finna get 100+ on Tampa defense because Tampa pass defense is horrible. They pass defense horrible, boy. Jaden Daniel probably finna throw for about 300+ on their ass in the playoffs. Let me see what you got. You say Ravens, Bills, and Chiefs. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Now that's who it should be. That's what it should be. It should be Ravens, Bills, and Chiefs that win. That's who it should be. Ravens, Bills. But like I say, true one, I would not be surprised because it's a division game and they already done played each other 2 times. Pittsburgh won the first one, Baltimore won the second one. I would not be surprised at who win this game. I would not be surprised if Pittsburgh upset Baltimore, especially if Zay Flowers don't play. As y'all know, and y'all probably know if y'all been watching ESPN, y'all know Zay Flowers had that knee injury against the Cleveland Browns, and they say he avoided a serious injury, but they say he day-to-day with that knee. So if he day-to-day with that knee, he probably got a little swelling in that knee. He might have a knee sprain or some shit. So we'll see how that go, y'all, if he able to play. I think they play Saturday night. 9 times out of 10, y'all put your notification bell on. I think that game come on Saturday night. I'm gonna do a live game reaction to that game. And I'm also gonna do a live game reaction because I do college football. I'm gonna do a live game reaction to that Texas Ohio State game Friday night too, y'all. But don't be surprised if Pittsburgh mess around and beat them if Zay Flowers don't play. Let me catch up with some of y'all. Let me see what you say. True one, you say I'm with you, big dog, with an upset Rams win. Yeah, man, I believe the Rams could beat Minnesota, man. I was looking at some true one. Now Minnesota, they real good against the run. They number 2 in the league against the run, but against the pass, man, I did not know Minnesota pass defense was that bad. They secondary, they rank like I think they number 30. Then they number 30 against the pass. I said, damn, I didn't know they was that bad against the pass. Let me see you say Jay Crazy said, I'm an Eagles fan. We got 2 home games. I'll see you back in the championship. And they got a good shot, man, especially Jay Crazy, especially if they keep playing like how they've been playing. If don't do like how Baltimore did in the playoffs last year. They end up completely going away from what they were doing in the season and then played Kansas City and just went completely away from how they've been playing. But if the Eagles play like how they've been playing, run the ball with Saquon Barkley, get to play action, take your shots with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, they should be able to win that game. They most definitely should be able to beat the Packers. Let me see what you say. Haley Storms. You said Baltimore blows it against Pittsburgh. Hey, Haley Storm, that's what I'm saying, man. Don't be surprised. Because it's a division game. They play. That's why I say, y'all, I think it'd be messed up when you end up having to play your team in the playoffs and they in your division. So it's like you're playing a team. Well, I ain't gonna say like you are playing a team 3 times, and you already know in the division game, it don't matter what the fuck the record is. They know you. They play you 2 times a year. It always end up being a close game in division game because they know you. And then, like I say, if your boy Zay Flowers don't play, that's a problem for Baltimore. That is a problem. He is the explosive number 1 receiver. Pittsburgh got a good defense. Now, they've been playing a little suspect on offense. I think they played a little suspect against the Bengals the other night. But, like I said, it's a division game. You just never know. Let me see what you say. Drive music. You said healthy. Houston, Texas would yeah, man. Hey, I hate that for Houston, Texas, man. I hate that for them, man, because that would have been real nice, man, if you could have been able to see Houston with Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs and Nico Collins and Joe Mixon and Dalton Schultz, man, in the playoffs. Drive music. Hey, what did Coach say? Playoffs? We talking about playoffs? Playoffs? Yeah, man. Hey, that would have been nice. If Houston could have been healthy going into the playoffs, man, that would, now just drive music, just think about this matchup right here. Just think about if Houston had everybody healthy and they end up having to play Buffalo, man, that would have been a great game, man. That would have been a great game, drive music. Buffalo with Josh Allen with with Buffalo, how they putting up points and how James Cook playing and the tight ends and what's that receiver name? What's his name? Khalil Shakur, I think that's his name. But that would have been a nice matchup, man. That would have been a nice, fun game. Both teams, high-power offenses. That would have been a nice matchup, like Houston and Buffalo. First game of man, that would have been a nice matchup. If Houston would have been healthy, man, nice matchup. But you know what? Drive music. Hey, if they had everybody healthy, that would have been a problem. That would have been a problem in the AFC, man. That was because Houston got a pretty good defense. That might have been a problem right there for even with Kansas City. If Houston were healthy, man, that'd probably be a problem for everybody in the AFC and Kansas City, man. With that defense and all them weapons on offense, that would have been a problem. Yeah, hey, I say the same thing, Drive Music. I think that game can go either way, Denver and Buffalo. That's why I say now I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Buffalo gonna win, but like I say, I will not be shocked. I will not be surprised if Denver whoop their ass and send their ass home first round of the playoffs. And the reason why I say that, Denver has a very good defense. Bo Nix is playing very good ball. Yeah, man, he should be coach of the year. Cause like I was saying earlier, Drive Music. And this is just my opinion. I feel like last year at this time, they were in a bad situation because they had to let Russell Wilson go. So basically they paying Russell Wilson to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They got salary cap problems because of that Russell Wilson deal. So in the offseason, they weren't really able to get the players on their team like that to make them better. So I most definitely wasn't expecting for Denver to do nothing what they doing this year, especially with Bo Nix. I thought Bo Nix would be pretty good, but I didn't think he would be like this the first year. I thought he might start playing pretty good, maybe second, third year. But he most definitely surprising me, man. Now, Jaden Daniels, I figured Jaden Daniels would do pretty good, but he another one surprised me. The way Jaden Daniels playing, Jaden Daniels playing like he been playing in the league for 3-4 years, man. Jaden Daniels balling, man. He balling and Bo Nix balling. So yeah, that Denver Buffalo game most definitely could go either way, most definitely. Because, and the reason why I say that, Drive Music, the reason why I say that, what up with your Wiffle Bros? You said the Bills Lions Super Bowl, Bills win. Ooh. That would be a great Super Bowl, though. That'd be a nice matchup, man. Nice matchup. And you know what? And like I say, the Aaron Glenn over there for the Detroit Lions doing a great job with their defense. And y'all know what? I've been saying this for a couple of weeks now, but the shit ain't happened. I just keep saying they got all those injuries on defense. Eventually, it's gonna catch up with them. But every damn week, they just keep winning. I said the same thing when they played the Vikings. I said the Vikings gonna end up beating them. They got too many injuries on defense. The Vikings gonna be able to, they're gonna be able to score points, put points up on them. With Justin Jefferson, them boys, man, they doing a great job over there, man. Great job. Yeah, hey, we've been saying that, Wiffle Bros. We've been saying that about that Pittsburgh-Baltimore game. And once again, I know I already said it, y'all, but that's going to be a key injury if your boy Zay Flowers, he day-to-day with a knee injury. If he is not able to play Saturday night, that's going to be a problem. Because Pittsburgh got a good defense. They got one of the top defenses in the league. Oh, hey, check this out, y'all. 3 of the top defenses all year are in the playoffs. The Broncos got one of the top defenses. Steelers got one of the top defenses. Chargers got one of the top defenses. All 3 of them in the playoffs. Let me see. Be good. You say you're going to come on in a few minutes. Okay. I'll put the link in the chat. Anybody want to come up here and holler at me? Or if y'all want to just stay in the chat, I'll read your messages and I'll respond to them, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming through, checking me out, man. If y'all ain't already subscribed, y'all subscribe to your boy Big Type, man. Double tap the screen for the likes. Like I said, I will be doing a live game reaction on that Texas-Ohio State game Friday night. The way I do my live game reaction, y'all, I'm gonna talk about the game, you know, play by play. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna have a good time. I see something funny, I'm gonna talk. We're gonna laugh about it. If anybody want to come up here and talk to me while we're watching the game, I'll let you do that. So you know, that's how I do my live game reaction. I try to do it like I try to do it like you at your homeboy with your homeboys, and y'all just, you know, y'all talking shit, eating wings, you know, got your little something to drink. Y'all talking about the game. Y'all might talk about something else. You know, what you think about this? What you think about this? Or, you know, we talk about a little bit of everything, man. So that's how I do my live game reaction. So I most definitely appreciate it if, you know, y'all come through and holler at me, man. Yeah, appreciate that, Wiffle. Let me see. Joe, let me see. Flores, let's see. Philly takes it all. Texas over Ohio. Texas versus Penn State. Ooh. You know what? Let me say, Flores, I tell you this, man. This is just my opinion. I think whoever win that Texas-Ohio State game, that's who's gonna win the whole thing. It's gonna be because Ohio State been playing good ball, man. Penn State been playing good ball too. Your boy Drew Adler, man, that last game when they played, your boy Drew Adler was dropping dimes against Boise State, man. He was dropping dimes, man. But I think the best two teams in it right now is Texas and Ohio State. I think it's kind of messed up that they playing each other before, because it would have been a nice national championship game with them two playing against each other. But oh yeah, Wiffle, yeah, Oregon, yeah, they got that thing put on them, boy. They got that thigh y'all put on their ass. Let me see what you say, Wolf. You say Bills beat Ravens, although I live in Denver. Okay. Let me see what else you saying. Okay, so Flores, he agree with you, Wiffle. Drive music, you said the 12 teams format is trash. It is drive music. And drive music, the only reason why they made it go to the 12 teams, because you know they had all them different coaches and different people complaining about teams not making it to the playoffs because they undefeated, but you're not playing in a top conference. You're not playing in a top conference. I mean, the SEC, you know it's going to be teams there from the SEC every year. Big 10, Big 12. Those teams in those tough divisions, they're going to be there. They're going to have somebody represent that conference every year. Every year. Yeah, hey, true one. Notre Dame got all my respect, dog, because I'm a big Georgia fan, and Notre Dame, man, they whooped Georgia ass, man. I mean, and then when it got like in the fourth quarter, how they were able to run on Georgia like that, and y'all know Georgia got a top defense, man. They got a lot of teams. They got a lot of guys on their defense that's going to the NFL, man, and Notre Dame were able to run the ball and get first down to keep the clock running in the fourth quarter, man. That like I told y'all, I'm a fan of my team, but I'm most definitely not biased. If a team beat my team, or if I pick a team and they losing, hey, I'm not biased, dog. If they win it, I'm gonna be like, hey, they whooping their ass. But let me see. Let me catch up with some of y'all questions. Notre Dame gets no respect. Wolf will say facts. True one say I agree with Jar Music. Yeah. That 12 game. Cause see, Drive Music and True One. I think what they trying to do with the college football. They're trying to kind of get it. Well, of course, they can't put as many teams in it as with the college basketball, but I think they're looking for the college football playoffs. I think they're trying to look for where it be like an underdog team, and they end up just making it a run, like how they be doing in the NCAA tournament. See, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna really happen in football, because, like I was telling a buddy of mine, football is different than basketball, especially right now. If in college basketball, if you got some good guards and you got some big men that can run the floor and shoot the ball, you're gonna beat some teams in the tournament. You're gonna beat some teams. Because college basketball, when you get in a tournament, if you got some good guards, you're gonna beat some teams. You got some good guards. You got some guys that can shoot the mid-range. They can spread the floor. You're gonna beat some of those top teams because a lot of the top teams, they might have good guards, but they some of the smaller schools they be more they pretty much everybody on the floor can shoot. Everybody on the floor can do stuff with the smaller schools. But yeah, man, I think that's what they're trying to do, y'all. I think they're gonna get like a big upset or something like in college basketball, and you got that Cinderella team. That's not gonna happen in college football, man. Every time you get a smaller school, Boise State, somebody like that, they end up running up against a big school, Ohio State, a big team, Georgia, Alabama. You run against them powerhouses, they're gonna get destroyed, man. They're gonna get destroyed. Shoot, Oregon. If Oregon would have probably whooped, man, come on, man. What up with you, Jesse Mendoza? Let me see what you're saying. You say look like the Lions exposed the Vikings. Yeah, they did. They did. Hey, Jesse Mendoza, I thought the Vikings were gonna win, man. I was like, with the Lions all them injuries on defense, I was like the Vikings, they gonna be able to, with Justin Jefferson, they gonna be able to, beat them, move the ball on them. They proved me wrong. They proved me wrong big time. I was not expecting that, man. But like I said before, just a great coaching job by the defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn, man. He's doing a great job. I most definitely feel like he should be up for a head coaching position. Him and the offensive coordinator, both of them should be up for a head coaching position in the offseason. Most definitely, y'all. Let me see what you say. Jay Craig, you said, but it brings more money. But 1 year, a team might make it to the Final Four. You know how they go, Jay Crazy. It's all about making the money. At the end of the day, it's all about making the money. Let me see. You say drive me. You say it's funny how JJ McCarthy was locked out at the starter for sure. The Vikings put the Hey, I'm finna put your comment up here, drive music, because I've been saying that same thing, man. They gonna have to make a decision in the off season, man, because I guarantee they was not expecting for Sam Darnold to play like how he playing. They weren't expecting that. They were not expecting that. They probably were just expecting for Sam Darnold just come in and just play decent enough where they can get some wins, and next year they go on to get their rookie quarterback ready to roll. They was not expecting for Sam Darnold to ball out like he balling. So I think this is just my opinion, y'all. I think if they sign him, maybe sign him to maybe a 2 year. You got shots. Maybe if they keep him, maybe give him like a short-term deal, maybe 2 years. That most definitely help JJ McCarthy. You make sure he come back from that injury fully healthy. He got a little time to sit and watch, because that's my thing with rookie quarterbacks, y'all. I think a lot of rookie quarterbacks be needing to sit. I feel like, every once in a while you get an exception like Jaden Daniels, CJ Stroud. That don't happen too often. This is the first time I don't seen that happen back-to-back years in a long time. Usually it'd be either one quarterback do all right and they don't ball out. They just do okay. And then eventually, that second year, they start playing better. But last year with CJ Stroud, he played great. This year, Jaden Daniels playing great. Bo Nix been playing real good. You say, will Bo Nix win Rookie of the Year? You know what? I think Jaden Daniels gonna get it. Bo Nix is playing great right now. He playing a real good ball. And like I was showing earlier, y'all, his Bo Nix stats, his stats actually better than Josh Allen, and Josh Allen in the MVP race. The only thing different is Bo Nix got a couple more interceptions than Josh Allen. But as far as the passing yards and touchdown, Bo Nix got him beat. Hands down, he got him beat. Let me see. What's up? What's your name? For Zetro? I hope I pronounced that name right. I appreciate you coming through here, man. Like I said, if y'all haven't subscribed, y'all subscribe to your boy Big Tight, man. Double tap the screen for the likes. I appreciate all y'all coming through, man. Most definitely, man. Be good. Hold on. I'll put the link in the chat. You said Astro. Okay, Astro. Okay. Okay, you said just type funny. Okay, I got you, Astro. I got you, man. Let me see what you were saying. You said as a Raisin fan, I do think we can take the Chiefs again at the AFC chip. Ooh. All right, Astro. I gotta ask you what I've been talking about. How you feel if your boy Zay Flowers not able to play? You know he day to day with that knee injury. How you feel if he not able to play? Because that's gonna make a big difference. Because you know he explosive big play receiver, yard at the catch guy. He most definitely make a difference in the game. And if he not playing, then I guess they have to rely on the run game with Derrick Henry, and maybe go back to like how they used to be, run the ball and throw to the tight ends. I guess that's how they would be. Yeah, Wiffle, brother. Yep. Yes, sir. Give me 1 second, be good. I'll get you in here. Hold on 1 second. But Astro, so what you think, man, Astro? What you think? If your boy Zay Flowers ain't able to play, you still feel confident with them beating Pittsburgh, even though they're in the same division, they're gonna be their third time playing? Get my boy Be Good in here. You ain't here, Be
What's
Good?
going on, brother?
Not much. How you doing, man?
Just got done running a few errands, but I was listening to you a little bit. Yeah, that Pittsburgh versus Ravens, that's gonna be tricky.
Yeah, because it's a division game and they already them played each other 2 times. This is gonna be the third time they're gonna be done played.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
I'll say I think because they both nullify each other, so it depends on how Russell Wilson plays. Because overall, I think they got the better team, but it just, all right, is he gonna make those mistakes, and how effective the run game is gonna be? Because they can nullify the run. They done did it already.
Yeah, Drive Music. Let me see. I'll put the link in the chat again. If you want to come up here and talk, man, holler at me, man. You can come up here. Give me 1 second.
I would say that.
I'm gonna put the link. You good, Be Good. Drive Music. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If you want to hit the link and come up here, you fine, man. It's free, man. Yeah, you want to come up here and talk, give your opinion. It's all good, man. Come on up here and holler at me. Speak your mind.
I say this about Sam Darnold. The real Sam Darnold finally came out, right?
You say what now?
The real Sam Darnold finally came out.
Oh, you talking about against Detroit?
Yeah. Pressure was in his face. He looked like the same Sam Darnold's old. Seeing ghosts. Wasn't accurate. He had some throws. It's just when pressure affects him, it gets to whistle way too easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, what's your name? Fatal. Hey, I guess you trolling. You say don't ignore me, Watermelon Man. Hey, all right, Fatal Man. I don't mind you coming in here talking to the chat, man. You know, if you want to talk, laugh, have fun, I don't mind, man. But we ain't gonna be trolling. We ain't gonna be trolling though. But I don't mind you coming through. You know, because we're gonna laugh, we're gonna have a good time. You say Watermelon Man, but you wild, Fatal. You wild, man. How you gonna say the Watermelon Man? You could have said anything else but the Watermelon. Watermelon Man, come on, Fatal. Golly. Hey, I would have at least been. Hey, I would have been cool with the fried chicken. 3 chicken wings with the fried rice. I would have been cool with the chicken wing with the fried rice. So give it the fried chicken, not the watermelon.
I never heard that. Watermelon, man. That's different.
Just say the watermelon. Oh man, that was a good one, Fatal. I appreciate you coming through though, man. The Watermelon Man. Yeah.
Hey, I think
We're gonna
Lamar
do
he done
all.
lost that day, MVP now though,
We're
since
gonna
Josh
do all.
Allen didn't really play.
Oh, wait a minute, be good. We doing all fried chicken around here, Fatal. No watermelon, all fried chicken around here. Crispy fried chicken.
I really said that, he used to eat baked ziti. You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, go ahead, be good. Go ahead.
I mean, I think now MVP now is Lamar's. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing people still argue that, but it's just he crushed him in every category. And I know last year they were like, well, he was doing the same thing, but I was like, what you call it also had 18 interceptions to go with it. You know what I'm talking about? Josh Allen. So
Okay,
that
okay.
hurt him.
Hmm.
But what Lamar's doing, he broke history himself. He's the first player to ever have 4,000 and was 800 yards rushing.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give you the same little fun fact I was talking a little while ago. As far as because you know me, I say Joe Burrow should get it. But I'm gonna give you a little fun fact. Let me see. You say who do you have winning the Super Bowl? Man, I'm going with Kansas City, man. The 3P. I think Kansas City going. I hate to say it. I know people probably tired of seeing Kansas City, but I think Kansas City gonna get it again, man. Especially with Hollywood Brown coming back. I think Hollywood Brown and Xavier Word. I think they're gonna be able to. Andy Reid gonna be able to do a lot of things with them with the speed. He said KC Swifties. I hear you, Wolfer.
Hey, my team gonna show out though.
The
My
Swifties.
my Rams, they're gonna show out this year in the
Who is
playoffs.
that?
I feel like they can
Ryan?
beat the Vikings.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you listened earlier. That I got when I did my picks, I got the Rams upset Minnesota, man. I think Rams gonna beat them. I think that's my upset of the week. My upset of the weekend is the Rams beating Minnesota. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
okay. It's official now. I had to switch teams, like official. I'm a Rams fan now. I ain't arguing that stupid stuff no more when it comes to that, you know what I'm saying, that Panther community. I'm done with it.
I got you. Let me see. You say Astro. You say like I know Pacheco personally. It's okay. Want them to win, but like damn, I got you. Yeah, it's like you got to go for your home, boy. But sometimes you gonna see something else. I got you. Hey, I say the same thing, man. I say the same thing with Kansas City, man. Just like how it used to be. Everybody used to say the same thing with the Patriots. When Tom Brady used to be with the Patriots, everybody used to be like, man, I want to see somebody else. Patriots just keep on getting to the Super Bowl in the AFC. But they got to beat them though, man. They got to beat them.
Let me ask you, Tyson, if he does win, let's just say he does repeat, where would that put him in the rankings of all time? I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes.
Man, that'll put him up there. It'll put him up there because you already know from his play. I know his career not over, but from his play, you already know that he gonna, 9 times out of 10, he gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he can retire right now. He's in the Hall of Fame. That ain't no debating that.
Right. So with him, if he able to three-peat and get 3 Super Bowls, that's gonna put him as like up there at the top, as far as top.
I already said. I think you can honestly have him in the top 5 now if you wanted to. I know when people start going through start trying to nitpick, but I'm like, bro, what he doing? We haven't really got to see people doing this like this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
'Cause I know people say Tom Brady, and he was, but Tom Brady was kind of a game manager starting out. He was good, great at it. You know what I'm saying?
When he first started, once Drew Bledsoe got hurt, he was more of that, but he ended up turning into the Tom Brady what we all know. But at first, they didn't ask him to do a whole lot. He had a great defense. He had a good running game. He made
the right throws. He made the right reads. He did everything right. He got him over the hill.
Yeah, he had and you know what? One thing about the Patriots, if you peep game, they always had good defenses. They didn't never really have like that top notch receiver. Besides that one year they had Randy Moss, but besides that, they just used to always get those quick, fast receivers that fit their scheme, and they used to always get a good, power type running back, and then they used to always have the little running backs that catch the ball out the backfield. And they will beat you with that scheme, that same scheme. They wouldn't never really pay nobody. So they wouldn't pay you. They'll just get somebody else to fit that scheme, and they would just keep rolling.
I will say this: they win in spite. But the difference is if he repeats, or let's just say he wins one. Let's just say next year he don't win this year, but he win next year. They're winning because of him. You know what I'm saying? That's the big difference. People want acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? Those 3 Super Bowls is because of him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I think he's already a top 5. Be honest, you can have him in top 3 of quarterbacks if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I think it's, if I have it going order and stuff like that, I would say possibly Joe Montana, Tom Brady, then him. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the ones you can really compare him to, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, and the reason I got Joe Montana over him, dude got me with the thing. Joe Montana, when he played in those games, he was Tom Brady was he was good, but Joe Montana was the soul factor when he won those, when he won those Super Bowls.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? When you look at it, I know it's like that whole LeBron versus Jordan situation with Tom Brady. Even though he was great, and people are all gonna put him, up there. I just thought Joe Montana, when I looked at the stats and stuff like that, he did more in less time. You know what I'm talking about when it came to winning.
Yeah, man. Hey, Joe Montana used to throw that thing. Joe Cool. He used to throw that thing, man. But yeah, man. Be good. I got to get up out of here, man. I'm enjoying myself, man. I'm having a good time talking to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate everybody coming through. I got to get up out of here, y'all. I'll be back on here tomorrow morning. I'll probably go over the college. We'll probably talk about the college football playoffs coming up. What up with your Roadmaster, man? Let me see. You say pray for your guy. They told my damn, and I can't afford to get it out. Oh, damn, Roadmaster. Hey, man, I'm sorry to hear that, Roadmaster. Big time, man. Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Roadmaster. Yeah, I appreciate you coming through, True One, Wilford Brothers, all y'all, man. Astro. If y'all didn't subscribe, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to your boy Big Tight, man. I'll be back on tomorrow morning. Like I said, we'll probably break down the college playoffs for the weekend. And like I said, I'm gonna do a live game reaction on that Texas Ohio State game. And I think Saturday night, Pittsburgh and Baltimore. I'll do a live game reaction for that, y'all. So y'all put on your notification bell. Y'all come check me out, man. Be good. I appreciate you coming through, man. You always come up here and holler at me, man. I appreciate you coming through, man.
Say my last words. Like, I ain't gonna probably be able to jump on like I used to right now. I'm about in fight camp again. Technically, I started last night. So I ain't gonna be able to really jump on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I try when I can, but I just let you know. You see me miss a lot of stuff. Starting my camp. So.
Oh, it's all good, man. Hey, anytime you come up here, it's cool, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming up here and holler at me, man. You say you got a fight coming up?
Fight camp. I had to get in basically fighting shape again. My one of our guys, he's competing in Myrtle Beach, January 25th. He's paying me. You know what I'm saying? To help him train and stuff. So we work him up. I'm probably gonna fight. I'm gonna try in February because in MMA they try, how everything comes out new. They try to have the new, new fight cards and stuff. I'm just trying to see who's gonna basically just pay me the most money. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So I gotta get ready. You know what I'm saying? So I can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Get ready for that contract. Whoever, you know what I'm saying? Whoever offer me at least 3,000. Hey, I'm your guy. So
I got you. Well, shoot, man. Good luck on that, man. I'll be trying to holler at you, ask you about it, man. You see how you doing and stuff, man. But
I got you. When I like I said, I like talking football instead of, staying in there. You know how it is. Like when you just in that one world all the time football, you got to stay in. I try to get my mind off of.
Oh yeah, you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But once again, man, I appreciate everybody coming through. True One, Wilford brother, all y'all, man, and like I said, if you subscribe to me, I most definitely appreciate y'all subscribing to me, man. Y'all keep your notification bell on. I will be back on. Had a good time talking conversation, good football with y'all, man. Be good. Appreciate you again coming through, man. We're gonna get up out of here, man. Y'all enjoy y'all day. It is cold outside. Y'all make sure y'all wrap up. What your boy Dave Chappelle was saying on the Chappelle show, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Y'all wrap up out there. It is cold. Some areas I know it's snow and stuff going on in certain areas. So everybody be safe out there, stay warm. And I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Y'all enjoy your day. I'll see you later. Be good, man.
All right, brother.
All right.